Did you know Switzerland has more high peaks than a St. Bernard has spots? Now that's a lot of Toblerone to balance. Welcome to the land of majestic mountains, the birthplace of creamy cheese, and the chocolate capital of the world. A place where you can indulge in a gooey fondue one moment and find yourself on a mountain peak, surrounded by the grandeur of the Alps, the next. Yes, we're talking about none other than Switzerland, the little nation that packs a big punch. Switzerland is a country that has it all, from the stunning natural landscapes that look straight out of a postcard, to the bustling urban cities brimming with history and culture. It's a land where tradition meets innovation, where the clockwork precision of Swiss watches is as much a part of life as the laid-back charm of its countryside. And let's not forget the Swiss railway system, a marvel of engineering that effortlessly connects even the most remote corners of the country. With over 5,000 kilometers of track, it's the densest rail network in the world. Imagine a train journey where every turn reveals a new landscape, more breathtaking than the last. But Switzerland isn't just about the sights, it's about the experiences. Ever tried yodeling on top of a mountain, or perhaps you'd like to join in on a traditional Swiss folk dance? And who can resist the call of a warm fondue or a chunk of Toblerone, made right here in the heart of Switzerland? From its many mountain peaks, to the depths of its crystal-clear lakes, every inch of this country is waiting to be explored. Whether you're a nature lover, a history buff, a foodie, or simply someone looking for an adventure, Switzerland is sure to leave you enchanted. So grab your yodeling pants and join me on this Swiss adventure. Let's delve into the top 10 places you must visit in Switzerland, where every turn is a new discovery, every moment a memory in the making. After all, isn't that what travel is all about? First stop, Geneva, where even the clocks are worth a second glance. Known for its precision and punctuality, Geneva is home to some of the world's most fascinating timepieces. Take the flower clock, for instance, a blooming marvel of engineering. It's not just a pretty face, it's the world's largest outdoor clock made of flowers. Can you imagine the gardener's alarm clock? And then, of course, there's the Jet d'eau, one of the tallest water fountains in the world. It may not tell the time, but it sure punctuates the city skyline with a splash. Now you might think that the Swiss take their time a bit too seriously. But when you're surrounded by clocks that are this charming, it's hard not to get caught up in the tick-tock of it all. So, while you're in Geneva, don't just watch the clock, experience it. And remember, in Geneva, being fashionably late is just being rude. Next, we visit Zurich, where old meets new and cows meet traffic. Zurich, the largest city in Switzerland, is a vibrant blend of the past and the future. Nestled in the heart of Europe, it's a city where cobblestone streets lead to sleek glass skyscrapers. Let's begin in the heart of the city, the Old Town or Altstadt, a medley of medieval houses, churches, and winding lanes. Here, the past whispers through the narrow alleys and centuries-old buildings. Now, imagine stepping out of this time capsule into the bustling Bahnhofstrasse, one of the world's most exclusive shopping avenues, lined with modern architectural marvels. Not far from the urban beat, you'll find Lake Zurich. Its shimmering waters and scenic promenades offer a tranquil escape from the city's hustle and bustle. So, whether you're a history buff, a shopaholic, or a nature lover, Zurich has something for everyone. In Zurich, you can enjoy a boat ride or a traffic jam. Your choice. Take a deep breath, because Interlaken is going to take it away. In the heart of the Swiss Alps, Interlaken is a thrill-seeker's paradise. Here, adventure is not just a pastime, it's a way of life. Strap on your parachute for a heart-stopping skydiving experience. Feel the rush of the wind and the breathtaking beauty of the Swiss landscape as you hurtle towards the earth. Or, if you prefer to keep your feet a tad closer to the ground, how about paragliding over the stunning alpine meadows? Be prepared to share the skies with the local eagles. And it's not just the skies that offer thrills. The roaring rivers beckon with whitewater rafting, while the mountains challenge the daring with rock climbing and hiking opportunities. You know, they say the Swiss are born with a love for adventure. After a visit to Interlaken, you might just start believing that's true. If you're not an adrenaline junkie before visiting Interlaken, you just might be after. Lucerne, so picture-perfect you'd think you've stepped into a postcard. Welcome to the city where beauty is more than skin deep. Lucerne is a charming Swiss city that could give any Instagram influencer a run for their money. Now let's talk landmarks. The Chapel Bridge, or Kapellbrücke if you're feeling Swiss, is a stunning covered bridge and a must-see. It's the oldest of its kind in Europe. But don't let its age fool you. This old-timer knows how to strike a pose. Moving on, we have the Lion Monument. This massive stone sculpture of a dying lion is not just a marvel of art, but a poignant symbol of heroism and sacrifice. It's so photogenic you might find yourself saying cheese more than a fondue enthusiast. But that's Lucerne for you. A city so picturesque, it makes the Mona Lisa look like a doodle. Remember, in Lucerne, every snapshot is a potential postcard. Bern, where the bears roam free and the chocolate flows. Now where else in the world can you find a city that's practically a bear haven? Bern, the capital of Switzerland, has a unique feature that makes it stand out from the crowd. The Bear Park, a spacious and natural habitat for these adorable creatures, right in the heart of the city. Imagine sipping on your hot chocolate while watching the bears frolic about. Now that's a very delightful sight. But bears aren't the only stars in Bern. The city is also home to the Einstein Museum, dedicated to the life and works of Albert Einstein. Now you might be wondering, what's with Bern's love for bears and brains? Well, when you're in a city this charming, it's hard not to embrace the quirks. In Bern, it's okay to bear all and enjoy. Whether you're a fan of furry friends or a physics enthusiast, there's something for everyone in this very delightful city. Lausanne, where you can run a marathon and then enjoy a ballet. Now that's a city that knows how to balance its passions. Lausanne, the Olympic capital of the world, is a city that lives and breathes sports. But don't let the athletic side fool you. This city is as cultured as a finely aged Swiss cheese. Take the Olympic Museum, for instance. It's not just a trove of sports history, but also a testament to the human spirit's relentless pursuit of excellence. And let's not forget the Lausanne Cathedral. This towering Gothic masterpiece will have you gasping in awe as much as you would after a 100-meter sprint. And if you're wondering about the city's love for culture, just attend a ballet performance at the Lausanne Opera. It's like watching a high jump event, but with more tutus and less sweat. In Lausanne, you're either a sports enthusiast or a culture vulture, or both. Finally, the Swiss Alps, where heaven and earth have a standing date. This is where the world holds its breath, where the mountains reach up to tickle the sky, and where the air is so fresh, you'd think it was minted just this morning. The Swiss Alps, ladies and gentlemen, are the crowning glory of Switzerland. They're so grand, so majestic, that even the postcards can't capture their full splendor. You've got to see it to believe it, and even then you might pinch yourself just to make sure you're not dreaming. Let's talk about the celebrities of the Alps, the Matterhorn and Jungfrau. The Matterhorn, with its distinctive, almost pyramidal shape, is one of the most photographed mountains in the world. It's the Marlon Brando of mountains, with a presence so striking it's hard to look away. On the other hand, we have Jungfrau, the maiden of the Alps. She's a beauty, with her snow-capped peaks glowing like a bride on her wedding day. And let's not forget her entourage, the Aletsch Glacier, which is the largest in the Alps and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now what's fascinating about the Swiss is their love for mountains. It's as if they've taken it up as a national hobby to climb, ski, or simply gaze at these towering beauties. I mean, who needs reality TV when you've got the drama of avalanches, the suspense of crevasses, and the romance of sunsets over snow-capped peaks, right? But let's not forget the alpine fauna. If you're lucky, you might spot a chamois leaping across a rocky outcrop or an ibex standing majestically against the backdrop of the setting sun. And the marmots. Oh, those chubby little furballs. They're the comedians of the Alps, always ready with a whistle and a scamper to lighten the mood. In the Swiss Alps, you're closer to the stars than to any city dweller. So pack your bags, your hiking boots, and your sense of wonder, and come visit the Swiss Alps. It's not just a trip, it's an elevation of the soul. Well, that's a wrap on our Swiss soiree. We've journeyed through the heart of Switzerland, from the gooey delights of fondue and Toblerone to the rhythmic ticking of Geneva's famous clocks. We've marveled at the harmonious blend of old and new in Zurich, and felt the adrenaline rush in Interlaken, the adventure capital. Lucerne painted a picture-perfect postcard for us, while Bern offered a very delightful city experience. Lausanne, a city soaked in culture and sports, left us inspired and revved up. And of course the Swiss Alps, where heaven truly meets earth, took our breath away with its stunning landscapes. Each place, with its unique charm and beauty, contributes to the enchanting allure of Switzerland. But our journey doesn't end here. There's so much more to explore, so many more stories to tell, so we invite you to join us in our future adventures. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. So until next time, keep your Swiss Army knife handy and your yodeling pants ready.